All right, guys, it's Jahlon, and today I want to talk about Ashes of Creation. And I know I haven't made Ashes of Creation content in a while. This is really the video I've wanted to make, but I've been holding off making this video, hoping Intrepid Studios would do the right thing, and it doesn't look like they're going to get to the right thing anytime soon, so now I got to vocalize my concern. So, Ashes of Creation, MMORPG in development since 2017, has had an operational cosmetic cash shop since December 2017. Now, Intrepid's going to be going with a very fair business model. They are going to be going with the idea of no box price, a $15 monthly sub, and an optional cash shop that's cosmetics only, no pay to win. They've also told us that although the things they showcase in their cash shop look really, really good, that when the time comes, the cosmetics that can be obtained in-game are going to be on par, if not better, than the ones sold in the cosmetic cash shop. So I do want to point out, I recognize the argument of visual progression. But if your concern is visual progression, this is not really the video to leave that feedback. You certainly can, and I will answer any comment you leave, but we got to kind of put the right comments on the right videos. This video is designed to target the major player concern of, what am I buying? Now, a lot of people in the Ashes of Creation community have accumulated a wealth of cosmetic skins, freehold skins, ship skins, lots of different things that they're going to be able to customize. From 2017 to about 2019, we were under the impression that these skins were sort of interchangeable because we were never told anything that they weren't. Now, I'm not even talking about the ship skins today where they have radically changed the naval system, but that's also a concern. My concern is when you make a purchase out of the Ashes of Creation cash shop, all it says is freehold building cosmetic skin. It has no indication of what you're buying. To make matters worse, Margaret Crone, the community marketing lead, stopped by my Twitch show back in February of 2021. It got a little heated because I challenged Margaret and I said, I don't think you know what these cosmetics are for. Margaret responded with, I do know what they are designed for, but before I give a full answer to all the items and their tiers, I want to finalize those details with design. Just waiting on approval. This will provide an update not only in a knowledge-based article with all the answers, but also in your inventory and on the shop. That was in February of 2021. In March of 2021, Margaret says on the forums, design is super busy right now working towards our Alpha 1 milestones. But once they have the time to send the information over to me, I will relay that and make sure it's placed somewhere where it's easy to consume, as well as updating information in various places. Again, March 2021. Now, earlier this year, there was another concern about where these cosmetics are going. And one of these gets spelled out, the leyline orrery can be placed on your house. For the others asking about clarity on a larger scale, I had a meeting with the design team the other day as they are working on further details for the freehold system to help clarify some of the answers. And they will be sending me information. Once I receive this, I'll be working on a content update. So once I receive this, I will be working on a content update. But in February of 2021, you had the details from design and you were just waiting on approval. And now in January of 2022, you'll be working on a content update. I'm going to be honest. I really am starting to feel like Intrepid Studios is picking up really bad habits of Sony Online Entertainment, BioWare, Activision Blizzard, Bethesda. It sounds like when I was bringing to light an issue back in February of 2021, I got an answer basically to calm me down and truthfully to get me to shut up. It's been now over a year since I got those answers, and we still don't know what we're buying. When we go over here and we take a look at, I know there have been quite a few questions regarding cosmetics over the years. And yet the cosmetics swap out each month like clockwork. So you're grinding out cosmetics, but for over 15 months, one of your content creators has had a concern, and really you haven't done anything to answer my concern. But what's worse than that is I don't care if you ignore me, you're ignoring your own community. My community, my Twitch community, my Discord community usually was spending $500-600 a year on cosmetics. Most of the members of my community haven't bought anything except the top hat in 2021 so that they could have the top hats for, guild solidarity. So these are your customers. When are you going to start paying attention to them? Moving on, my advice is stop selling cosmetics monthly until you know what you are selling. I have a really big fear that what's going to happen is Intrepid Studios is going to end up catching an FTC, a Federal Trade Commission investigation, because someone's going to say it's bait and switch. You sold me something and now I can't use it the way it was intended. This comes into place specifically with the ship skins. All you're selling is a ship skin, but you're not telling people what size ship or what type of ship it can go on. And I don't want Intrepid to get hemmed up like that. That's just buying a problem from the future. Stop selling cosmetics. You might lose some sales, but I'm going to tell you how you can make up on those sales in a little bit. Now, for everybody telling me that, my community is going to tell me Steven's going to be mad, Steven's going to be pissed. Steven may be pissed, but the truth of the matter is, Steven gave me a charge along with all the other content creators in 2018. I don't care if this communication is constructive criticism or negative. Express your concerns, whether they are critical or positive. Well, Steven has been a good friend of mine over the years, and I want to say, Steven, I am expressing an opinion, and I believe it is critical, and I believe it is something that you need to take a look at. Not only that, I think this is going to go hand in hand with, you have a very prohibitive paywall. This prohibitive paywall is talked about on Reddit, mmorpg.com. It's talked about in the Discord. It's talked about everywhere. And it seems like Intrepid has their fingers in their ears and their head in the sand, and they don't want to address it. And what I mean by that is, each month, if you already own a cosmetic package, and if you own the highest cosmetic package, backers package, founders package, then you can buy any of the 6 cosmetics individually. But the problem is that if you only own the $75 package, then you can only buy the $5 cosmetic. And then it goes up by tiers. So in order for you to have access to buy all 6 of the individual cosmetics, you have to already have given Intrepid $375. And then if you want to buy every cosmetic, the total cost is $115 a month. Now, my problem here is that Intrepid is leaving money on the table. Intrepid likely has 4 million or more registered accounts, and they have between 80,000 and 100,000 backers, and these are guesstimates based on previous numbers in a standard growth curve. Now, what I want to talk about here is leaving money on the table. Let's say that you took down the prohibitive paywall and you allowed every user to buy any individual cosmetic. Well, you have 4 million backers that can all buy a $5 cosmetic now. That's potentially $20 million if everybody only buys one. Now, if you have 4 million backers that can each buy a $25 full body cosmetic, that's $100 million on the table. And if you have 4 million backers that can each buy one of each cosmetic, so they would buy a set of 6 for $115, that would be $460 million on the table. Now, of course, I understand that not every one of those 4 million users is going to buy. This isn't a guaranteed money. This is a potential money. And the potential for this goes completely through the roof because some of those 4 million backers are going to spend a lot more than $115. People in my community have said, if the prohibitive paywall wasn't in place, they'd probably be at $400 or $500 already just in cosmetics, and then they wouldn't even own the alpha key, the beta key, the embers, the subtime. So I don't understand why Intrepid wants to leave this much money on the line. Now, people are going to say, are you sure that that's going to happen? Well, let's look at Star Citizen, the textbook definition of successful crowdfunding. This is 1 week. This is 1 week of crowdfunding for Star Citizen. In 1 week, they made $1.7 million. And they're selling tangible ships. They're selling pay to win. If we look at this and we look at a 7-month period of crowdfunding, they made over $53 million. Now, does more money fix all your development issues? Well, number one, Steven talks about increasing the staff size from 100 to 150, now to 200. Well, guess what? If you want to have 200 employees, your burn rate goes up, your costs go up, and all I'm saying is you can make way more money without changing any part of your business model other than taking down the prohibitive paywall. You'll be able to combat poaching since you can match wages. You don't want to lose people to Amazon Game Studios, and everybody knows right now, everybody who works in video game development out in California knows Amazon Game Studios is poaching people. Some people they're poaching because they really want the talent. Some people are poaching because they want to deny another studio that talent. Well, if a person gets off, if your person's making $150,000 a year and they get offered $175,000, you may not be able to match that $25,000. But if you suddenly have more income coming in, now you can combat poaching. You can also combat lateral moves since you can pay better wages. Anybody knows in the game development world, you've got junior people, you've got a junior artist, you've got an artist, you've got a senior artist, you've got a lead artist. And in order for them to advance their career, they do a lot of lateral moves to different companies so that they can get the bump in pay, but the bump in job title. Well, you'll be able to combat those lateral moves because you can pay better wages. And finally, your recruits that are hesitant, you can recruit hesitant talent since you have deep pockets. Somebody may not want to leave a $200,000 a year job with job security to go to a startup company. Well, if you can show the person that, yeah, I'm going to be able to pay your salary for the next 5 years, that person might be willing to jump. Now, I understand Steven's position, and he's very into the exclusivity. Steven says, I personally like the limited nature of sales for the higher degree of exclusivity. From a business standpoint, we would generate more revenue. But as a collector, the exclusivity is nice. The cosmetics aren't made as a means to generate revenue. They are part of the process of creating the world. Okay, whether or not you believe that point or fact or whatever, that's up to you. But I think if you have a product that you can sell that causes you no more work, but as I've already shown, can pay off millions and hundreds of millions of dollars, let's examine that. Let's also examine the exclusivity. The exclusivity is nice, and it'll still be there if you open up Cosmetic Cash Shop. So what you have is you have 4 million registered users, and you have 2 more years until development. So you're going to just take those users and you're going to equally split them among 24 sets. And when I round this number, we're going to get 165,000 people with a cosmetic from that set. Now, 4 million people is going to be divided among 265 servers because they're aiming to have a target audience of 15,000 per server per launch. That's going to mean about 622 people have that particular cosmetic, which means about 4% of the people on the server would have it. And that's assuming you don't grow in users, which is going to water down the pool. And so I'm going to say right here that that's still pretty exclusive. Now, absolutely, guys, I understand that not everybody is going to buy a cosmetic. I am not saying that all 400 million users will. But we're talking the ultimate reach number, but we're at the same time, we're not talking the ultimate of ultimate reach numbers. As I showed you, I own multiple freehold cosmetics. So I've spent quite a lot of money on just freehold skins. I have a lot of ship skins. I have a lot of individual cosmetic skins. Every skin you saw me show at the beginning is one I own. That's a lot of money. So think about that. I cover about 7 people on full body cosmetics. I cover about 6 people on freehold skins. But I don't care about what I can do. I care about your opinion. What's your opinion on the matter? Should they stop selling skins or stop selling cosmetics until they can tell everybody what they go on? And should they take down the prohibitive paywall? With that said, I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. If you want to drop by live, we can talk about any one of these topics. If you like the music you heard today, this is all PGN music. I own all the music. It's available on pgnmusic.com. There's a link to all the places the music is. If you're a content creator and you need DMCA-free music, feel free to use it. If you need a style of music made, let me know and I can get that made. Until next time, guys, I will see you live when I am on Twitch.